guess speaking of, all that Tanith inspired you, especially as like even going all the way back to your childhood.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, you had told me that Dreams of the Compass Rose, Salt of the Air, and The Cobweb Bride were specifically inspired by Tanith Lee. Do you want to
Yes,
explain like how, either going book by book?
definitely.
Yeah.
This Dreams of a Compass, this is actually like a re-edition. It's a 10th anniversary. So this is not the original edition, but this is it's like the Tales of the Flat Earth. It's an ancient world story cycle. And it is very similar to also the 1001 Nights, where you have stories within stories. And there are 13 dreams, and they come together to form a novel. So it's like these characters you can put them straight in the flat earth. This is the kind of stuff. So this is my strongest, I would say this is me trying to, pray to Tanith, shall we say, and her amazing creative spirit. And this is Dreams of the Compass Rose. Now, this is actually my first published novel. It's really I call it a collage novel, where it's not really a full complete, but it's made out of fragments of stories, in other words. So this is my second published novel, was Lords of Rainbow, which again, blonde hero inspired by Tanith Lee, and just this level of dark beauty, monochrome worlds, playing with senses. And what else did I want to show you? Oh, here's one, The Duke and His Castle. This is a novella that this was a Nebula Award finalist. And again, it's a dark, gothic, really kind of mysterious. The spirit is completely Tanith. And let's see if I can have I'm an artist too, so this is an illustration I did, and it's kind of hard to see, but yeah, it's a beautiful gothic type hero. So all these works, I try to include little bits and pieces of Tanith in my descriptions, in my imagery, in the way that just my characters move, because elegant people, yes, there are other elegance, but nothing that compares to the way she portrays it. And I want to do another little quick show and tell. This is Piratica, or Piratica, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. These are books, actually Tanith sent them to me from England, so these are copies from Tanith. They are signed, and I'll just show you. Let's see if I can find one of the signatures. Sorry about this. Yeah, there we go. So, oop. So that's a Tanith signature.
Oh, that's so nice. Yeah.
Yes, and she accompanied, and I have a whole file, because obviously we have publishing contracts, but also I have a whole pile of correspondence. This is just a sample of her letters to me, and we're just talking about how she talked about the Piratica books, and she said, dearest Vera, herewith the 3 Piraticas or Piraticas. Hope you like them. Anyways, and she goes on about how the editions are out, and she just hopes that maybe someday she'll get the rights back. Because a lot of her thing was getting rights back to reissue things, and she had all these plans. And just to let you know, here's a list of things she wanted to publish through me, through Norlana Books, TaLeKa. Okay, this is just breaks my heart because we never got around to it. So in addition to all the books that you saw, we were going to do Vascor, Son of Vascor, which is Shadowfire book volume 1. Quest for the White Witch, Shadowfire 2. Sirion, oh, Sirion, the wonderful. The Stormlord, book 1 of the Wars of Vis. Night Sorceries, that's book 5 of the Flat Earth. Anakir or Anakir, I'm not sure again how to, pardon me if I'm not pronouncing it. Anakir, book 2 of the Wars of Vis. Earth's Master, Tales from the Flat Earth, book 6. I believe that's not she was just going to write a new book. That doesn't exist. I don't think is that the one. So that was going to be a brand new book. Oh my Lord. Oh my God. This is just something we never got a chance to see. The White Serpent, book 3 of the Wars of Vis. The Earth is Flat, which we do have Tales of the Flat Earth collection. And an untitled original, which she didn't even have a title for book 4 of the Wars of Vis. And this is something that she told me that I wasn't going to tell anyone at that point yet, but that original was going to tie together the 2 series, the Wars of Vis and the Shadowfire books were going to be connected. So she was literally going to connect two of her amazing the series together, and we never got to see that.
That's just so,
I am like,
yeah.
this is a list that it breaks my heart. So anyway, this just had to show this.
No, yeah, I mean, that's just so incredible that you have,
Yeah.
you know, so much. I mean, even just like it sounds like you have like you own a treasure trove of
I
like,
do, and her some of her
yeah.
the correspondence, like I showed you, and also in where's the Knight's Nieces book. Let me find that one. More a moment. Knight's Nieces, next to my story, which is Streets Running Like a River. That was the story that I wrote specifically with Tanith in mind. There is on the other page is a photocopy of the correspondence she wrote to me about. She said, I loved your books. And you can see this in the actual book. This is a copy of a correspondence about Lords of Rainbow that I had to include. This was like a show and tell because a lot of us other nieces, which is a list of wonderful authors: Storm Constantine, Cecilia Dart Thornton, me, Sarah Singleton, Carrie Sparing, I'm sorry, Samantha Stone, Frida Warrington, and Liz Williams, with an introduction by John Kane. So this was the book that she put that in. So a lot of the authors included images, personal correspondence. So we are, this was a book of Tanith and all of us together. Beautiful imagery of Tanith, photos people happen to have. And I didn't have a photo because I never met her in person. So I showed her the writing, the correspondence that we had. So, oh
Yeah, I
Lord.
mean, even I don't know, sometimes I feel like correspondence and personal stuff like that is better than any photo in
Well,
my, yeah.
it's, in some ways it's better. And another thing, here's another anthology that was completely original. I edited this anthology. It was called Sky Whales and Other Wonders, again, out of print, no longer, because we had a lead story by Tanith Lee, and this lead story, The Sky Won't Listen. The Sky Won't Listen. This one had sky whales, and that's why I named the anthology Sky
Yeah.
Whales. She had this beautiful story about this science fiction about these sky whales on a planet. So, one other thing before I forget, what did I want to say? Oh man, there's so much. There's just so much. Maybe we'll come around to it. So let's keep going.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
no, and I know you had mentioned Sarah Singleton and Frida Warrington.
Yes.
We had actually done interviews. I didn't, but people at Essential Dreams Press had done interviews with them. So it's really,
Oh.
exciting to hear the different Knight's nieces, and their interpretation
Yes,
of Tanith.
they're wonderful.
Yeah, and I
Each
just
one
think,
is in their own way, but each one, yes, we're the literary nieces, the products of the glorious, outpouring of creativity that she gave us. So